Welcome everyone to another Bootstrap Rebalanced game. Let's drop the speed down. I am playing this game through SHC player, which means that this game was played a couple weeks ago now, but I wasn't actually online, so I'm able to check it out. We have, here we go, Crowd Lotus and Super Noodle, who I believe is Samurai, versus Lord Hunterfooter and Alta+Huhner. And you can see our handy dandy new overlay down the bottom here, which I've been playing with. Now, the cool thing about SHC player is that I can slow it down, or I can speed it up. As per like it's a single player game. So if there's a period where it's quiet, we can do that. This initial fight between Alta+Huhner and Super Noodle looks like it's going to go to Super Noodle. We've still got 3 archers versus 4. And both lords are there. This is a very, very aggressive lord for Alta+Huhner. This is Super Noodle's base here. I should go over and check the fight between Hunterfooter and Crowd Lotus, but I'm not sure why Super Noodle's backing off and taking the low ground. That's oh wow, if we're gonna get a few easy shots off there with the Lord, then it's not so bad. But Super Noodle has the advantage. He's just grabbed his Arabian Swordsman coming out to try to deal with Alta+Huhner's Lord. Alta+Huhner is going to probably get that granary, but let's go check out the fight between Crowd Lotus. Also on that hill, it looks like Crowd Lotus has won this one, so it's Super Noodle and Crowd Lotus for the win at the moment. Arrows raining down into Hunterfooter's economy over here. Woodcutter's going down, farmer's going down. Let's check over here. The granary went down for Super Noodle. Got a dog cage over here as well. Farm gone down. So zoom in here, we've got Lord v Lord and the Swordsman starting to come in. Are the dogs triggered by the Lord? No, the Lord is not enough to trigger the dogs. So we're going to go around here. Alta+Huhner is spending a lot of his attention on this. He's got some slingers out, but he hasn't been able to do much because he's spending so much time making sure his Lord doesn't get killed. But it looks like the Lord is going home now, so he's finished his assault and starting to work on his economy. Getting some Fletchers straight off the bat, which is nice. On the other side, we've got Crowd Lotus coming forward with a whole lot of Slingers. We've got Hunterfooter coming with his own Swordsman and a few Slingers. This should go towards Crowd Lotus. Crowd Lotus might even be able to kill the Lord just with the Slingers, if he's really lucky. I really dislike when I zoom in, it doesn't go to the corner. As you can see, the mini-maps are showing a bit different. That's also an SHC player feature. Unfortunately, because black on the darkened background doesn't really show very well, that's not ideal. So we're not actually seeing where Hunterfooter actually is on here. If you look really closely, you can actually make out some of the black spots, but this is not going good for Crowd Lotus here. He's trying to keep these swordsmen outside of the Lord so that his slingers can try to deal with them. But he is having to back off over here. So we've got some slingers coming forward from Alta+Huhner. A lot of slingers here for Alta+Huhner all over the place, which is why we've got 29 units versus 12. And the 12 is higher, but that's because the 12 is archers and swordsmen compared to slingers. And that's swordsman took out another archer, but he's almost dead there. Lord's trying to come back to help out. Crowd Lotus' Lord is almost dead. Unfortunately, with SHC player, you cannot heal your Lord. That is just a feature that doesn't work. Assassins, Alta+Huhner versus Crowd Lotus. Alta+Huhner is going to come through, but these slingers are going to be able to deal with that, no problem, considering how weak he is. There he goes. And now we've got Crowd Lotus is really trying to bring these guys around, and still doing a ton of work, killing off these workers. And distracting Hunterfooter with his Lord. Hunterfooter's spending so much attention on this. And here comes the Slingers coming up to do some more eco damage on the other side. Hunterfooter has prepared for it with his own Slingers. Let's head back over here. We've got some slaves in the middle. Crowd Lotus going for plenty of hunt, which is good to see. Other than that, we're getting pretty standard now. You've got Super Noodle with his stockpile, split stockpile, up on top of the hill, rather than on the bottom, which is what Lord Hunterfooter went for. Crowd Lotus has lost his assault force. Last of his 4 troops are gone. You might want to bring that Lord back with the much healthier Lord coming out towards him. And he does. Starting to get a bread eco here for Crowd Lotus. Apple's doing well. He's got 3 Fletchers and a leather workshop, but no dairy farm. So that guy's kind of wasted resources. Up here we've got a assault coming forward from Alta+Huhner. I love being able to see the entire mini-map on here, and also be able to see when there's a big chunk of the army coming forward. Swordsman coming forward. He's got some Slingers to try to defend, but this is going to be pretty risky. Fortunately, I still can't see too much of what Hunterfoot is doing, but I can just make out some of these. I can make this brighter, the background brighter, so I could see it, but I'm too lazy to do that right this second. It's quite a large army about to range all of Super Noodle's economy over here. And it looks like we've got some more being trained up already. Slingers and defense. Slingers versus Spearman. The archers seem to have taken the gotten the upper hand. Crowd Lotus has got Hunterfooter somehow. Assassins killed him off. Completely missed that because it's behind the bar here. But that's okay. These guys are going to come forward, and now it's just Alta+Huhner versus Crowd Lotus and Super Noodle. Those assassins are going to come forward and probably do some damage in the eco if they can. Meanwhile, Super Noodle's going for some Arabian Swordsman to break up this army here. 1 Swordsman is not enough to trigger the dog cages, which is the main reason that Alta+Huhner sent only 1 forward, I believe, so that the dogs didn't get spawned. The dogs do 4 times the vanilla damage. I think it's about 250 damage, whereas the swordsmen are doing like 80. They're pretty weak, so they die pretty fast, but alright, now we've got more swordsmen. These archers are going to have to pull off. And what have we got over here? Another massive army coming straight forward, trying to go for Super Noodle. Lord coming forward as well. He's trying to get rid of Super Noodle to try even up this game. So it's going to be into a 1v1. I don't know if he's going to lose this army. This army, what's it going to do? It's got hit from this side, hit from this side. Dogs coming out, more dogs coming out. And those dogs are definitely doing work. That Lord probably does not want to be going into that fight there. He's trying to micro him to get rid of some of these spearmen and ignore the Lord there. Oh, the Lord is almost dead, so he does want to come forward and try to hit that Lord. This is very nearly game, and if more archers coming out, these archers can eventually come straight from the back and kill off the Lord. So Alta+Huhner no longer has the option to retreat. He has to kill this now. More dogs coming out. These dogs doing a ton of damage. This is about going to be game one way or another. So I don't think Alta+Huhner has a recovery option here. More dogs coming out. And they're even getting some stacking. And the dogs kill the Lord. Alta+Huhner goes down. And that is the GG. Well played, guys. Very well played. There's too much happening. I wanted to talk more about the SHC player during that game. But everything was a bit too long. So I didn't really get to stop. We can see here we got Super Noodle, Alta+Huhner. See, Hunterfooter not getting enough eco because he just couldn't secure where he'd put his stockpile. So he got a little bit behind. Not much wood was iron. He also did die early, which doesn't help. Now, hopefully we're going to be able to get some more games out of this. Unfortunately, SHC player does have some issues where it's not always accurate. Especially apparently when it's siege being used. I'm not sure what all the rules are, but of when it works and when it doesn't. This one it worked fine, I'm told. But we'll get as many games out as I can through that, but we'll have to see the quality of games that come through from that, and eventually I might just have to show up on some streams again. Unfortunately, it's not good timing for me, but keep an eye out for that. If you like this game, don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and leave a comment. Doesn't matter what it is. Tell me how much of an idiot I am. Just any sort of comment kind of helps the YouTube algorithm. It convinces YouTube to share it to some more people, and that'll help me out a lot. Thanks guys for hanging out. Ciao.